Good morning. It is 3:52 and we're down at Land's End in a very windy and wet Land's End, as you can hear. We've all had several minutes of sleep and we're in the fun bus ready to go all the way to John O'Groats. We've got the sat nav programmed. We hope there's not going to be any road closures, fingers crossed, which is all good. James, King of Cornwall, is driving the first bit as he knows his way backwards through this God's fine county. Kev is riding shotgun in case there's any varmints. Ash is messing about with the technologies as normal. So we're at Land's End. We can see the variety of amusements and fake tigers and see there's a tuna down here yesterday, and we're raring to go, and it has got 7 minutes until the off. So we will see you at Highbridge, Devon in 2 hours and 20 minutes. I can't close the door, it's too windy. Literally can't close the door. Help, grab the camera, someone. I can't do it.
That's your back knackered for another.
That is. Yeah. Oh, let's finish me off. Right, we're ready to go. Is it 4 o'clock yet?
I'm gonna have a rolling start like they do in Formula 1.
Ready? Go, go, go. Microphone is on. And off we go. We'll see you at Somerset, or if there's any pints of interest along the way. He did donate, isn't he?
Yeah, thank you to the very nice man in the pub last night. Didn't catch his name, but he generously gave £5.
I think it was something like,
yeah, sorry. We are, about
80 miles in, and we're just about to cross the border into God's own county of Devon. So, interesting fact, there it is. There's the Welcome to Devon sign.
Best country
King of Cornwall. We have now left and we're into Devon. So, some interesting facts that we know about Devon, home of Devon people and Highbridge, Devon. The Jack Russell dog, Kev informs us, was invented first by a reverend in Devon. We all thought it must be from the north, but it's not. We've got top crimp pasties, which of course are not as good as side crimp pasties, and we've got cream first. Controversially, was it cream first? It was cream first, wasn't it? On the Devon cream tea, it's cream first, then jam on top. Now, I don't want to get lynched, but I would argue that jam spreads better. Ash, did we have another fact? Oh, prehistoric man was found in Torquay, just off of Factory Road, probably. And it's a very large county. It's got Britain's biggest phone network. Road. Very early. Biggest Britain's road network. Of course, split into North Devon with its rugged coastline, and then down to South Devon with the delights of Torbay and Brixham, where we're based in Newton Abbot and the moors. So we're lucky in South Devon, where our dealership is. We've got the moors over the road and then the sea just over the other side. So we're quite lucky in South Devon, North Devon, and that's our interesting facts about Devon. So that's us done at Highbridge, Devon, and we are off to Highbridge, Somerset next, which is an hour north from here up to headquarters, where the directors and others will be there to meet us, hopefully with some fried food and caffeinated beverages. So this is us running ahead of schedule, just about, and up to Highbridge, Somerset, and we will see you up there. And we're just coming up to our next border crossing, which is our second border crossing. We've done call into Devon, and now we're leaving God's own county of Devon to arrive into Somerset. Now they've got a big sign on the other side of the road that says welcome to Devon. Do they have a sign that says welcome to Somerset? Well, that is the amazing thing that we will find out any minute now. Speaking of amazing facts, there are loads of amazing facts about Devon. Slightly less and more stereotypical one about Somerset. So Somerset, home of the Wurzels, of course, who sang their song about the cider drinker, amongst other things, and also home of cider itself and of cheddar cheese. So we do like a bit of cider, and I particularly like a bit of cheddar cheese. It's a big county. It goes away from the Somerset levels in the west, right the way over to Chard, which is of course home of the Henry Hoover factory. I've had my Henry Hoover since I was a kid. Here we are. There comes the Somerset sign. It's going to be blocked by the truck. No, it isn't.
We've got it.
Welcome to Somerset, home of the Wurzels, Cheddar, Henry Hoover, the Davis family, and Highbridge headquarters, which is where we're going to be heading to next. So we'll see you at Highbridge HQ. So it is 7:20 now. Sit rep. We're just coming up to junction 22 of the M5, which is known by locals as the junction of dreams, the gateway into heaven, well, the gateway into caravan heaven, because it is the gateway to Highbridge town, village, Burnham-on-Sea itself, which is the home of Highbridge headquarters, Highbridge Devon branch, quite possibly the biggest single-site leisure dealership in the country, certainly in terms of caravan, motorhome and leisure vehicle units. It is covering a massive 28 acres. It was set up all of 60 years ago, and that's one of the reasons we're doing this trip from Land's End to John O'Groats, to celebrate the 60th anniversary of Highbridge Caravans, set up by the Davis family way back in 1965. One of, if not the biggest, motorhome and caravan retailer in the industry today. Started off doing caravans. I think they built their own, the first one. I think they were farmers originally from Wales, going back into history. Built a caravan, sold a caravan, and now yeah, Britain's biggest caravan dealership. So still a family firm run by the Davis brothers, who all actively work in it day to day, and then their children. And they bought us down at Highbridge Devon in 2017, and so let's all think of one of our favourite things about Highbridge Somerset. Mine is the old Toyota Hilux pickup truck that they've had from new, we think, and still use for moving caravans around the site. James, your highlight of Highbridge Somerset?
I like that random cat that just walks around.
Random cats, yeah. There's been a whole history of random cats who live at Highbridge Somerset over the years. Kev, do you have any particular features of Highbridge Somerset?
Coffee. Yeah.
Coffee, yeah.
Good coffee
It is good coffee if you want to come down and visit Highbridge Somerset. And Ash is on the phone letting them know to launch the drone. Yeah, he said launch the dwarf then. We don't want to launch the dwarf, so launch the drone. So it's 28 acres. We've got 5 acres just of sold units. Highbridge Devon is 5 acres. Highbridge Somerset 28 acres. Coming up to the left there, you've got TVS, and that's where Ross, our mechanical bays. We've got a 5-bay mechanical workshop around the back, 20 plus bays of habitation workshop, awning department, 200 to 300 caravans in stock, probably 200 motorhomes in stock, maybe 400 caravans in stock, loads of campsites nearby, and that is our second proper stop at Highbridge Motorhomes Somerset. Right, so it's 8:04. It's turned into a fine November the 4th day, and we are winding our way through the leafy outskirts of Bristol to Bailey of Bristol. So 13 minutes out, Bailey is our first manufacturer's stop. So we've been Bailey Caravan dealers since Highbridge bought the Devon branch, partly because they wanted to become Bailey Caravan dealers, and we've been lucky enough to get the motorhome brand this year. Bailey are Britain's oldest caravan manufacturer. They've been building caravans since 1947 out of the southwest of England, and they launched their first motorhome range, the original approaches, back in 2011, and they revolutionised the industry a little bit by, amongst other things, fully crash testing them. So instead of just crash testing the chassis and seatbelt mountings, Bailey actually uniquely fully crash tested fully built motorhomes, and that discovered some quite major safety aspects which other manufacturers have been allowed to use, so thank you Bailey for that. The other thing they did was, with their original Alutech build structure, they introduced 10-year body shell warranties, which then we've seen alternate constructions and longer body shell warranties throughout the industry, so thank you to Bailey for that. So we're going to be there in around about, whatever it says, 11 minutes time. We're running to time, and that will be us at our first manufacturer's stop, which is Bailey of Bristol, and we'll see you then.
You have arrived.
Let us in. Bailey of Bristol, let us in. It's taken ages to get to your factory. Why do you put your factory in a city centre? Move your factory to a better place. So, it is 9:27. Doesn't feel like it should be 9:27, but we're about to cross into Gloucestershire. There goes the Gloucestershire sign. So we crossed from Somerset into Gloucestershire, and that is county number 4. County number 4, if Bristol isn't a county by itself. Anyway, so we've left Bailey and we're on our way to Hillside next, and it's interesting things we know about the country of Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire, of course, famous for, amongst other things, the Cotswolds, which is beautiful and home to rich people from London, and an expensive celebrity-owned farm, the Forest of Dean, and home, of course, to county town of Gloucester, and its arguably nicer neighbour of Cheltenham, which we absolutely love. Cheltenham, famous for its horse racing, amongst other things. And final thing, of course, when you think of Gloucestershire, in Somerset we were thinking of cheddar cheese, where in Gloucestershire they take Somerset's cheddar cheese and they throw it down a hill, and then the people from Somerset chase after it. So those are all of our favourite facts and things we know and like about Gloucestershire, and we will next speak to you when we cross into whatever county is above Gloucestershire, which is Worcestershire, which we're very much looking forward to that. So we'll check in a bit. So it is 10 o'clock in the morning. We've been going 6 hours, so we're officially 25% of the way there. All 4 of us are still present, plus we have acquired Bailey Bear, who has joined us for the rest of the trip, arguably against his will, or her will, but nonetheless we're on the M5 with Worcestershire. Just entered Worcestershire, South Birmingham. We're going to be coming off the M5, joining the M42 in about 16 minutes. Are we on time? Who knows? Possibly not. The traffic in Bailey was a bit of a thing, thanks to you, Bailey Bear, but nevertheless, who knows? We'll see. So we'll update you as and when from the next manufacturer, and when we get halfway there, we'll be living on a prayer. and we'll speak to you in a bit. There we go. Right, so welcome to Derbyshire and the River Trent. And this is where we get proper northern. Those of you who know me, you know I used to live in the northwest. I am proper northern, and that's us into Derbyshire. So, what's Derbyshire famous for? Derby County, of course, famously managed very briefly by Brian Clough, one of England's greatest ever football managers, and the Peak District. Of course it is the Peak District. We love the Peak District. It's like a bite-sized, manageable national park. You can sort of do it in a day, which is good. And also, just saw a motorbike hearse on the other carriageway. That was quite good. And Derbyshire, also home to Bakewell. Kev, you love a tart, don't you? Do you like a Bakewell tart?
I'm quite partial, yeah.
Yeah, Kev's partial to a tart. You partial to a tart, Ash and James? James likes a tart. We do like a Bakewell tart. So there we go. Peaks and Bakewell tarts and Brian Clough. That's why we all love. And Hillside Leisure, of course, where we're at in 12 minutes, and that's why we love Derbyshire. Alright, so it's 11:16, we're on the M1, that's right, we're on the M1, we've just crossed over the Trent into Derbyshire, and we are 11 minutes out of Hillside Leisure, who are, I think they're in a suburb of Derby itself. I've been to Derby once to watch my football team. I can't even remember if we won or lost anyway, but it's a great city, and Hillside are a great company, so they're a family firm, much like ourselves, and Hillside specialise in Volkswagen. They build on Ford and MAN as well, but predominantly they're VW approved converter. They've been going 20 plus years now. We've been a dealer for them for 4 or 5, and they are best known for their camper vans, basically the Birchover range on Volkswagen, the Castleton on Ford. They do side kitchen, they do end bathroom. We've just got both of those into stock, and then they do the larger Hopton range on the Volkswagen Crafter or the MAN TG. It's rebadged stablemate. Think very high quality, very good value as well. People forget that in the world of Volkswagen and camper conversions, you will pay way more sometimes for an aftermarket conversion from a small unknown manufacturer on a used vehicle than sometimes you can buy a Hillside for. They've really redesigned themselves a lot for 25, 26. A lot of stuff on the new T7 Transporter, which is fantastic with its 5-year warranties. And you got SCA roofs, you got rib beds, you got Webasto diesel heater, and you got full Volkswagen approved status. There's only 4 or 5 converters that have that, and also NCC approved as well. So you're getting something with a nationwide dealer network that's very customizable, very high quality, hand built in Derbyshire, and from a family run company, and we're big fans of theirs, and we'll be there for about 10 minutes. So Hillside Leisure in Derbyshire, we'll be there in a tick, and we'll see you then. Hello, right, we are maybe in Elland in Yorkshire, which is home of our favourite, not our favourite, but our very much loved Wild Axe motorhomes. And we are indeed in a Wild Axe motorhome. We've picked, of course, this Wild Axe Solaris for this challenge, and we are taking it home. Even Kev, who's still driving, said the Wild Axe became all frisky as we came over the moors. But the Wild Axe is frisky because we are nearly there. It's 4 minutes past 1, and we are 10 minutes away from the Wild Axe factory in Elland near Leeds. So We love Wild Axe. We don't love the impending crash, but no, it's like we survived. So yeah, we love Wild Axe. They do a range of high quality van conversions. Started in 2008 with their original Constellation, their front lounge model, which is still a good seller in the lineup today. We're in a Solaris XL because it's got 2 big individual travelling seats in the back, side bunks. That's their 4-berth fixed roof. Best fixed roof full berth van conversion over 6 metre, winner at the latest Design and Drive Awards, an award it's won several times, and yeah, run by Duncan and Jerry, part of the Rapido group, but still very much a family operation. High quality, novel, fully winterised, and good value, really good value, high spec van conversions. So we took them on when Highbridge bought the Devon branch in 2017. I've always wanted to sell Wild Axe back in 2008 when Wild Axe first started. The dealership I was at up in Lancashire, we used to buy the part exchanges from when Wild Axe used to sell direct, but I've always worked for places which are near another Wild Axe dealer. So when the opportunity came and I moved down to Devon when Highbridge first bought the Devon branch, it said, what do you want to sell? So I said I'd love to sell Adria, because I always have, with the fixed bed van conversions in particular, and I've always wanted to sell Wild Axe. Can we have a good look at them? And we quite quickly became one of the biggest Wild Axe dealers in the country, so we absolutely love them. And this is our next third manufacturer stop. Was it Bailey, Hillside, Wild Axe, and then we'll be on to Swift, Coachman and Eldest, and then we are through on Gold to John O'Groats. So this is the Highbridge Land's End John O'Groats trip, just about to pull in to the Wild Axe factory in Elland. I swear this sat-nav takes us the wrong way, taking us through these places as well. We've gone along the Humber and we're just about to arrive, well, hopefully, in 10 minutes at Coachman. So Coachman, this is Coachman, not Coachmen, which is the American company. Big British luxury caravan manufacturer, very good reputation, been building caravans for how long? Ashley Boston, you're our caravan representative of the company. You don't know, do you? No, Ashley Boston doesn't know that. I don't know either, but it's going to have been quite a while anyway. And they build how many ranges of caravans, Boston? 2, 3? We have been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. He's not the brightest spark at the best of times, to be fair. So 4 different ranges, topped by the Lusso, Laser, Acadia.
VIP, then Acadia.
There we go. So there, 4 different ranges of caravans, and of more interest to me is motorhomes as well. So, what was it, 3 years ago they merged with Carbe, Boston? Would you say 3-4 years ago? A few years ago anyway, they merged with the Scandinavian, Swedish, very high-end motorhome manufacturer Carbe, which was quite exciting, and that brought them into the world of motorhomes. And I'm sure we're going to see a British-built Coachman motorhome in not a million years time, but at the moment they're built in Sweden by Carbe, and then but built very heavily under Coachman influence and to British taste. So they're the only high-end Euro built motorhome. We saw as the woman on the bike nearly got run over then. The only sort of high-end European van you're going to get with a door on the UK side. The only one you're going to see with the larger kitchens and lounge, which the British market normally prefer, and the only sort of real high-end European vans you're going to see with a microwave. So that blend of British and Scandinavianness is quite interesting, really. So that's Coachman, and for those who want a caravan, they are definitely one of the best caravans money can buy, built for UK tastes, and we're big dealers of them and very happy to be so. So we're going to be there in 9 minutes time, and then we believe it's just a short hop up to Swift as well. Right, so it's now 3:14. We've just left Coachman about 8 minutes ago, and now we're 5 minutes away from Swift. So, as I said, literally northeast coast manufacturing powerhouse of the caravan motorhome industry. So on to Swift. Swift, Britain's biggest caravan motorhome and residential sort of static holiday home manufacturer. Been going for a long time, I want to say since the 60s. Over the years they've merged and usurped with the likes of Sprite, Bessicar, Abbey and ABI, to name a few. Easily Britain's biggest manufacturer, and I would say a manufacturer that have done really well in moving with the times. They're Swift. Smart construction, early user of polyurethane and wood-free products, came out in 2015, worked really well. It's not very often you see a damp one anymore. Their new Swift Trekker range of van conversions kind of set the way with a lot of this modern off-road, soft-road kind of look about things. And for 2026, the Swift Trekker range of coach builds just look like something from another generation, another step back from the, well, step forward into the future at the NEC. Done really well there. We're agents for the caravans at both branches. Ash, Swift Caravans at Ardo. Yeah, both branches on display, mainly at Somerset branch, but we do sell quite a few down at Devon every year. And their factory, I believe, is massive. I've never been to it, so we're looking forward to that. We're going to be at Swift in just a minute, and then once we leave there, we're clean through to Eldis, and once we leave Eldis, it's 8 hours or 300 and something miles up to John O'Groats. So while it's still a very large bit of the journey, we are on the home straight, so to speak. But 3:16, we've nearly been going for 12 hours now, and we're only just reaching the halfway mark, and now we're stuck here waiting for this car to move. How annoying. Anyway, we'll catch up with you after Swift once we're on the way to Eldis.
Your destination is on the left.
So, first fuel stop of the whole trip due to health and safety pirate Steve's very clever idea to use the fuel bowser that we have at Highbridge Somerset has meant that we've actually managed to make it all the way from Highbridge Somerset all the way up to 50 miles short of Irwin-Heimer Group in the far frozen northeast of the country without having to stop for fuel, which is brilliant. So we've just come off the A1M somewhere south of Scotch Corner to go and put some fuel in. Now, we've been practicing this over the last 3 months to get things down now. What is it, under 10 seconds, chaps? It's only fuel, isn't it? So we don't need actually to change any tyres this trip, despite the advice from above to carry 2 spare tyres. We so far haven't needed one, although we do have a spare tyre, because being a British built motor caravan, it does have a spare wheel on this Wild Access standard. We haven't needed it so far. In the back, Ash is primed to jump out, and go and pay. Follow the lorry, that's the way. There's a caravan park over there, so if we do put petrol in, we can always limp it over the road. That would be very bad, wouldn't it? 'Cause we've got a chance of making it. Right, so I picked this services, which is like the most far one that you could find off of the A1M by the look of it. We can go on the car one, can't we? Yes, we've got lots of the.
Right, ready, team?
Right, ready? Boston, you ready? You got the monies ready? Right, go, 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 go. Ash is going to go in and stand there. Oh no, we set the alarm off. Oh no, oh no. Ash has got in. There he goes. He's...
Right, don't chuck fuel all over.
No, that's true. That's a good point. Right.
Fuel safe diesel.
29 litres third. It's much quicker at the Grand Prix, isn't it, James, to be fair? Yeah. Everything's cheaper up north, isn't it, to be fair, but... Hurry up! Speed up! He's not listening to me, is he? Right. We're nearly there now. Ash is inside. Oh, now. We've got a queue situation going on, Bailey Bear. Oh, no. We're losing valuable minutes. Yeah, thank you very much to the Davis family, obviously, for paying for the fuel for our trip along here.
90 litre tanks.
This is a 65 litre tank, so it won't be far to go, are they? 65 litre tanks at 30 miles per gallon, and we're doing about 400 miles to the tank. So we're not quite going to have enough to get to John O'Groat still. 64.97 litres in a 65 litre tank. That is precision refuelling. Kev's come back. James has just decided he's going to carry on driving until Dorset, which is slightly worrying. We're not going to Dorset, James. Are you going to Dorset? We're well past there, to be fair. Oh no. Oh dear. Kev just... There we go. Happy days. Right, where's Ash? Come on. Is he paying? Is he in the queue?
Yeah, he's in the queue.
Right, well, there we go. Exciting. It took at least 3 minutes so far. Formula 1 pit crew style. So if you haven't sponsored us yet, check out the Just Giving page on the Highbridge website, highbridgecaravans.co.uk. Like and share one of our more interesting posts than this one. Shall we leave him behind?
Yeah.
Has he got all the money? He's got the money. No. Anyway, anybody who thinks we should leave Ash behind, we could at least drive off a little bit, couldn't we? Just so he can't find us. We got time for that?
Well, probably
where is he? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Go on, Boston, hurry up. I'd like my hearing in one piece if possible.
No. Come on! Anyway! Right, we'll see you at Eldis. So it is 6:01. We are 14 hours in, and we're passing a speed caravan, which was good because we're not speeding, because we haven't spent the whole way, to be fair. And we are 20 minutes away from Eldis, or Owenheimer UK as they're called these days, which is in the far northeast of England, in Consett in County Durham. Now, what other things are made in Consett in County Durham? Anybody? No ideas. No.
Told us this before,
I have told you before, but as we know, particularly in Boston's case, I impart all these important snippets of information that will help you sell motor caravans, the things that make the difference, and no one listens. No one listens at all. So also made in Consett were in the past Compass caravans, until Compass and Eldis merged in, I want to say about 1999, maybe something like that, to form the Explorer group. But none of them merged with Phileas Fogg, who have been producing their oh god, what do Phileas Fogg make?
Crisps.
No, they make the Fisherman's Friends. That's it, the little throat sweets, you know, Fisherman's Friends. Yeah, so from Medhamsville Road, Consett. Don't remember the adverts, Phileas Fogg, the Fisherman's Friends, made in Medhamsville Road, Consett. But we're not going to visit them. We're going to visit Owenheimer UK. So Eldis have been around awful long time, 1960s maybe. In fact, we know that because it was their 60th anniversary this year as well. So same age as Highbridge, 1965. Must have been a massive year for the leisure industry. set up by a chap whose name was Siddle. I want to say John, S-I-D-D-L-E, so eldest is of course Siddle backwards. I think him and his brother set it up, and you'll see, we saw earlier on, I mentioned it in one of the clips, the eldest lorry, which was his brother. It used to be the same company. They've based next to each other, now based at different places, and went their separate way. And then 2017, eldest Explorer Group merged with Heimer Group, the German massive group, which includes, amongst other things, Heimer, Bürstner, Deathlefs, Leica in Italy, Etrusco in Italy, and now eldest in the UK. And then 3 years ago, was it, the whole lot merged with Thor Motor Coach, part of the world's largest motor caravan manufacturing operation. They've been building motorhomes since, I want to say, the early 1980s, with original Auto Stratus on the Mark 1 Fiat Ducato stroke Torbit Express. We've been dealers for them. We became Compass dealers, which is held as by any other name, back in 2019. I think we took them on down at Highbridge, Devon, maybe 2020. Where they've done really well is the CV range of van conversions. The Caravans have always been very, very popular as well. This year we're seeing Polish-built products from the wider Heimer Group come in, and all sorts of exciting new things. They've put a lot of effort into the new Ziplex Heimer Group body shell technology to help eliminate damp, basing things on the new Fiat for the automatic gearboxes, the new Whirlwind GTV, which we've got the first one back at base the other day, which is really, really cool as well. I've been to the factory before. It's a good factory. It's one of the bigger ones, to be fair, and they're nice people from Jody land, where of course they wear the Jody jumpers. Well, they're making the Jody vans, and yes, I know they're from Consett. It's not Newcastle, but it's up this neck of the woods anyway, and it is our final manufacturer stop. We're looking forward to that, and then Kev's going to take over the driving from James there, the King of Cornwall's too far from Cornwall now. Kev's going to take over, drive up to Edinburgh, then I'm going to take over and probably get us horribly lost. We're going to end up in Aberdeen, but if we don't, we might make it. But we're going to see you after we visit Heimer Group in Consett, but not Medhamsley Road at the Phileas Fogg factory. Okay, we'll speak to you soon. Hello, so Land's End, John O'Gropes. It's 7:35 and we are in the beautiful Northumberland National Park. It's beautiful, isn't it, Kev? We've surmised it's beautiful by the very twisty, turny nature of the road. Kev is used to twists and turns. Don't know why, because they don't have them in Canada, do they? To be fair, maybe in the Rocky Mountains, in places they do. And Ash is in the back. Don't know what he's doing. And James is adding witty repartee where required. So we've had our first minor disaster of a road closure that Google Maps didn't know about and wasn't announced anywhere, which was brilliant. So we've now had to reroute, and that's cost us in theory 24 minutes, so it doesn't count, it doesn't feel like it, but we've still got a little bit in hand. And obviously we've got the long, dark, twisty bits, but literally there's no one here. So you'd think, we think, like between Middlesbrough and the northeast and Scotland, you think there'd be like a big motorway thing, but there isn't. So the road that was closed, the A68, was one of the major routes between that part of England and Scotland, and now there's almost nobody there, and they've closed it. And yeah, slightly stitched us up, but we're back on track again anyway on the A696, maybe something like that, and we're going to be in Edinburgh in about an hour and 50, hopefully, something like that. So next thing we're going to do is try and get some filming as we're crossing the border if we can work out where it is. So we'll see you at the Scottish border. We're going to practice our Scottish accents in the meantime, because there's lots of Scottish accents. So we'll see you in a bit. Here it is.
Yeah.
Here's the Scottish border. You don't have to pull in, Kev.
No, it is. It's a proper driveway.
Alright, so we can drive through it.
Yeah.
Okay, drive through the lay-by, Kev.
All the Scottish signs. All being it.
There it is. That's Scotland. With the last couple of metres of England, we've made it into another country. Just about. We're there. There's a Scottish flag. There's a
Do we want to
salt there.
stop or are we carry?
Come on, boss, and let's go. Let's go. No stopping. We've lost our comfortable bit of time to spare now. And that's it. We're into Scotland. Okay, the new. Interesting things. Number 68,052,000. So we are driving through the Cairngorms. We're passing over the River Garry. I can't look at close things, Boston. What time is it?
Time is 11:15.
11:15 in the Cairngorms National Park. Now I don't know how well the camera picks it out, but thank goodness there's a full moon tonight, probably behind the clouds, so we can actually see. We can see the mountains to either side. So Ash has just pointed out off the map that Ben Nevis is off to our left-hand side, and we just went over the River Garry. For all the Garys out there, I believe Garys are becoming extinct, but not in Scotland, where there's a river called them. But to the left is Ben Nevis. To the right there are some waterfalls and things. We've seen some lochs. You can see all of the low cloud and the mist that we keep on driving through. Sat in the valley, and it's really nice. And it's sort of, say, nearly midnight. You can actually see the surroundings, which makes driving a lot easier. But the interesting thing here is definitely Ben Nevis, somewhere to the left. That is Britain's biggest mountain, is it not, Boston? That's right,
It
isn't it?
is.
Britain's biggest mountain. How tall is it, Boston? Taller than all the others.
Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly right. I knew that's what you were about to say. So yeah, Ben Nevis to the left, and that is our interesting thing at 11:15 in the Cairngorms National Park. So, welcome to Aurora in Argyll and Sutherland. It's 10 to 2 in the morning. We've just passed some guy going for a walk. Fair play to him. It's a lovely day, and this is the furthest north I have ever been. Now, I've been here once before. Me and Ash, who are definitely still awake, were just discussing he's never been north of Birmingham, but now, from now on, once we leave Aurora, we will equaling our own furthest north. But that is the last thing I've got to talk about, and we've got to talk about on the way up, unless any of the others can think of anything. So the next time you'll hear from us is in an hour and a bit's time, when we are just about in John O'Groats. So we're nearly there. We avoid the suicide bunnies, we'll be there, and we'll update you from there. Thank you very much. 3:32, it isn't, it's 3:29, and we are in John O'Groats, so we have officially made it with half an hour to spare. Well done everybody, a sterling effort all round. Was not without chance of not making it, was never without a chance of making it either. We've made it with 30 minutes to spare. I think we're all a little bit fatigued. This road has been crazy. We've had deer jumping across a path. One or two rabbits may not have made it. A massive owl, a pterodactyl, and all sorts of other things have been trying to stop us. But we've made it to John O'Groats. This is the village of John O'Groats, and now we are looking for wherever the actual end bit is. So we've gone from
car park at the bottom.
Land's End at 4 o'clock in the morning by 8 different manufacturers and dealerships up to Land's End, which is, how many miles is it, James? 1,054 miles.
Well, what's the mileage reading now?
2,476.
2,000. 476.
Yeah.
We've done 1,057 miles.
1,057, there we go. So 1,057 miles in 23.5 hours. We've stopped properly for fuel once. The little Wild Axe has been absolutely superb, amazingly comfortable, very economical, 100% reliable. It's just got to get us back as well now, and we've got a half an hour drive back to the hotel. But here we are. Are we? Here we are.
Yeah.
This is where we're pulling into. Ash, can you see?
Yeah, it's near the hotel, so just go around the corner there. And the sign is down the corner somewhere.
That's it. This is a car park. There's a big hat, there's a giant hat there. There's a sign that says John O'Groats there on the front of the building.
I think there's a sign down that way. Jody.
Yeah, it's over there.
Is that it over there? Let's see the...
We're lost.
Okay, we've got all this way and we're lost, but you know, does it matter?
Just park out with them, we're going to have a little mooch.
Yeah. It's good enough.
Right, let's go home.
Yep, that's it. Right, tally-ho. Right, we're back to Devon in another 23.5 hours. Happy days. Anyway, that's been our Land's End to John O'Groats challenge. Job done, really, isn't it? Thank you for everybody who's donated. About 500 quid short of 10,000. If anybody's got any small change down the back of the sofa that they can donate, but you've all been absolutely more generous than we could ever imagine. My legs don't work. I've just driven the last 5 hours. What has been very helpful is that big full moon out there, which meant it's been so light I've just hurt my knee getting out. Oh no, I can't walk. Oh no. Yeah, Highbridge Caravans John O'Groats challenge. You find the link on the Highbridge Caravans website, and any pound or two you've got to spare, that's all appreciated. But we've successfully done it. We're going to go back via the big thing with Loch Ness Monster in it, Loch Ness, tomorrow. See if we can catch it with my fishing rod, but we don't have to jump in anymore. We'll be putting up some more videos and tracking a little trip back through the Highlands. We're going to go and see the chaps at Highland Caravans as well in Inverness. But for now, that's us over and out. Well done, Kev. Well done, James. Well done, Ash. Thank you very much for watching. It's all been appreciated. Good morning, campers. It's not morning, it's morning for us. It's 12:56 on what day of the week is it? Someone? Wednesday. So it's the 5th of November, and we're now on our way back down the country again, and we're on the A9. Is everybody here? Kev, are you here?
I'm here.
James, are you here?
Partially,
James is here in presence. There's some queues, that's how they say it, isn't it? Here in queues. Ash, are you here?
I'm here.
And I'm here, Bailey Bear's here, and Gerard, my bear, is also on the dashboard. It's a very meek and murky day. So last night we obviously made it to John O'Groats for 3:30. We then got to the hotel for about 5 o'clock, wasn't it? Something like that. And had varying amounts of sleep. And now we're making our way back down again, so we're going to try and film some of the things which we didn't quite see in the dark yesterday. Unfortunately, I've just driven us the Borway, so we've missed a nice bit of coastline, and it's really murky. And as Ash says, it looks just like Dartmoor, which it does. But we'll try and get some pictures on the way, and then we're on our way to Loch Ness, where we don't, thank God. Can you imagine if we had to jump in Loch Ness? That really wouldn't be good. But Ash said he was going to jump in anyway, didn't he? Did not Ash say that?
Dip my toe in.
Exactly, so he absolutely did say that. So Ash is going in anyway, and I brought my little holiday lure fishing rod with me, so I'm going to try and catch Nessie, and Ash is going for a swim. So we'll do some filming on the way back, and then we'll see when we're catching the Loch Ness Monster, and hopefully get some nice views of Loch Ness in a minute. Cheers. here we are. We're not having to swim in Loch Ness anymore, hopefully. It's so clear. I said it's very cold. But what we are going to do is catch Nessie. I've got £8 line on this, so I think you've seen Jeremy Wade River Monsters, where he goes and catches the river monsters. So we are now going to dispel the truth about the Loch Ness Monster all along. This is a good spot. It's very clear, isn't it? Ash said he was going to go for a swim. Are you going to go for a swim, Ash?
After filling it, I don't think I will now.
Do it! Here we go, the Loch Ness Boston. Get in! Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Well done, Ash.
That counts. That's a swim.
Is it nice and warm? Well done, mate.
Oh, stupid.
Nah, no, got to say you've done
Well
that.
done it, mate. Well done.
What's your towel?
What a stupid idea.
Well done, mate.
We're in. Pulling. Oh no. Yeah. I think I've got it. Oh no. Ah! It's come off. What have we lost? We lost the lure.
Did she get away?
Yeah, she got away. Oh no, we actually hooked Nessie as well. That was, I mean, you saw how much the rod bent round then. It's actually slightly straightened one of the hook lengths. That was Nessie. Well, what can you say? That's why they call it fishing, not catching. But I'd say we've come all the way here, and on the second cast, we've hooked a Nessie. It's only fair now to let her go back into her natural environment. But we are Highbridge Motorhomes Devon at Loch Ness, and we've just hooked the Loch Ness Monster. Good fishing.
So how was your trip? How was the journey? What was the drive?
It was alright.
You didn't get stuck in roadworks?
Yeah.
No disasters?
Yeah.
You did.
As soon as we hit Scotland, all the roads closed. Like the A8.
Oh, it's south that the roads are closed and we're a good run, it's
So
fine.
the A68 were closed, so we had to go back another 20
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
And then all of Edinburgh.
It's a Saturday morning on Caravan Radio, and I'm joined by Jody from Highbridge Caravans. Jody, you and the team, well, good morning to you for starters.
Good morning, Ray. How are we doing?
I'm very well, thank you. You and the team have done it. You smashed it. You headed off on, what was it, Tuesday of this week?
Good morning. It is 11:23 on a beautiful day, isn't it? As James just pointed out, the sun is coming through and the mist and clouds are rolling off the hills of the Highlands of Scotland. So we have left Inverness and we are driving a beautiful scenic route through the Highlands from Inverness down to the Cairngorms, and we're going to see the Queen at her house in Balmoral, maybe the King. We don't think they're in, but we're going to go and knock on the door anyway and see what happens there. And it's absolutely lovely. We can hopefully see on the outside camera the misty mountains and all the 1,000 different shades of reds and yellows and oranges on the trees, which is lovely. What's also lovely is we've just been to Highland Campers just outside of Inverness, and they are the northernmost wild axe dealer. Are they the northernmost motorhome dealer? Anybody? No, I don't know. They might be. So we're the southernmost wild axe dealer in Devon, and they're definitely the northernmost one up in Inverness. And they were really nice. We met them there, and they gave us lovely coffee and let us fill up the tank with water. Offered us some diesel, which was really nice for them, but I've turned that down, and just to add a bit of jeopardy. So now we're heading into the wilds out back with not a lot of diesel. Which just makes it a bit more interesting, doesn't it? So we may run out of fuel and get eaten by Highland coos. So today we're looking for a Highland coo. James wants to see a sheep. reasons I don't fully understand, that he wants his photo taken with a sheep. Ash, do you have any aims, ambitions for today?
Just see a bit of snow.
Ash wants to see some snow.
Actually, yeah, that sounds good.
Kev's Canadian. You've never seen snow before, Kev? You don't have snow in Canada, no? Kev went. So yesterday we went to Loch Ness, which you'll have seen the pictures of by now. And Kev went gold mining, and you did actually find quite a lot of gold, didn't you, Kev?
Yeah, fool's gold, unfortunately.
Fool's gold. With sales, it was gold. Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today. So we had an interview done with Ray Von from Caravan Radio, which you'll be able to see on Saturday, although you might not be seeing this till after Saturday anyway, which is really cool. He's a lovely guy. And yeah, we're going to go and see the Queen, then we're going to drive through all the mountains of the Cairngorms, and then down to Edinburgh, where the others fly back in the morning. So we'll speak to you later on. Thank you. So Ash has failed miserably to get the charity van into Balmoral Castle, but they did very nicely. The King obviously had a word and said, let them take a picture outside the gate, which we've just done. And we had a little walk around the castle, which on a technicality, like a pie, which isn't fully encompassed with pastry. Balmoral is more of an house with turrets, but you know, we'll take it. It's a very nice place. Ash attempted to touch a Highland queue, and did you actually manage to touch the Highland queue, Ash?
He ran off.
He ran away, but you got close to the Highland queue, didn't you? And yeah, so that was good, because that was one of the aims of today. I wanted to see some Highland queues. James has failed in his attempts to do things to a sheep, as they ran away as well. So most of the day's been spent chasing wild animals away. Now we've got a very brave van driver overtaking us, fair play. So now we're driving through some mountain passes down to Edinburgh, and that's the end of the picturesque Scottishness, which has been very nice, hasn't it? So yeah, that's it. We'll see you on the next challenge. Thank you very much.